Well, when we first came here, they were really quite devastated, let's put it that way. I was so young, I can't really say, do an analysis here, but just in growing up in the family, my mother, when she recovered, really had a lot of energy, a lot of commitment, a lot of message to be shared. It wasn't that she talked about her story necessarily, but she was very committed, as I said, in Hadassah, and rose in those ranks. That took a while, though. That was not immediate. I think that the period of recovery was real for them. As a child, you really, if I have to look back, I think you integrate quicker. I basically went outside of we live in an apartment house, and I went outside and played with the kids. And, I was so young that I can't recall ever thinking, I don't understand the language. I just learned it. And my parents, it took longer, but then my mother became active, and her community was always Jewish, predominantly Jewish, and committed to raising money for this cause or that cause, I would say. My father was totally immersed in his work. I think perhaps that he might have blamed himself for not seeing this coming in Europe. He was not challenged professionally, vocationally there, because he was an independent businessman. He didn't lose a job or lose money, and he didn't, till Kristallnacht, he didn't really, it seems, put together that with the family leaving, we should be leaving too. I think he blamed himself a little bit for that. My father got his social life through my mother. He would always say, my mother's name was Doris, is Doris. He would say, I'm Doris's husband. His focus was to provide for the family, my mother, myself, and he did that very well. He had a sense of humor. He did not speak about his family. His father died when he was 3 years old, and his mother died in Theresienstadt, as I mentioned.